So usually when I come here, I make up some fanciful tale of jokes that I wrote. Instead, I want to tell you about a real thing that happened because I'm lazy. Hey, it's a bold new world out there. And I sort of had this thought, and it feels weird saying this to a room full of people, so bear with me. I thought, hey, maybe I should get out there again. Maybe I should try, I don't know, meeting somebody or dating or what have you. And I know, you're looking at me, you know that's hubris. And yet, I figured, okay, let's give it a shot. For some reason, this is the part I'm uncomfortable saying to a room full of people. I decided, hey, you know what I should do? I should get waxed. Yeah. I did no research. I don't know what the genital hair trends are right now. What I settled on was just the balls. And I know, I came up here, you weren't expecting to reckon with the fact that I have genitals. I apologize. You're nice people, you're eating your plates of loaded tots. This is not an image you need, but look, this is a new world, we're going to be open. So, yeah, I don't know why I thought full top, smooth balls, why that was the trend to go with, but I went, okay, let's go. So I made an appointment online. Here's the crazy thing about making a waxing appointment is you get to pick your waxer, and there are pictures of them, which in this context is pretty much just them giving you a lady menu, and that's not okay. I cannot look at that website and go, who would I like handling my area for 30 minutes? They all looked sadder the more I had the website up. It was bad. So I just sort of did, I don't know if it was available. Do you have anything in a blonde? No. So the time comes. I decided to get some other business taken care of. Decided to do the ears because I'm 45 years old, or as I like to think of it, 1/5 as old as America. And you pick, there's a list of body parts, and you click the little box. So ears, balls, and butt crack. The famous trio. The three stooges of waxing, if you will. And folks, you know which one is the curly. So you get in there and she's like, all right, we're going to start easy, we'll go with the ears. It hurt so much I thought she was doing a bit. It was like she was sarcastically waxing. They go, no, wouldn't it be funny if it hurt this much? And then she kept doing it. And I don't mean to brag, but the inside of my ear is smaller than my balls. I know that's hard to believe. And I'm like, oh God, this is gonna be a public works project. It's gonna be awful. So finally the ears are done, and now I want to leave. I just want to walk out while my pants are off. I have no options. The pose. I don't know if any of you have bed wax. I don't know if they did this to me as a joke. I don't know if they spoke to other women differently. She said, okay, well, now you have to butterfly. Like, that's a thing. I have no experience with butterflying. But you basically, you put your knees far apart and try to tuck your heels all the way up to your body as if your knees are a pair of butterfly wings blossoming out from your crotch. It's very uncomfortable. And it's more uncomfortable when they start putting hot wax on there and just rip it. And sometimes she would say, oh, this one's going to hurt. For one thing, they all hurt, but some of them special hurt. And she knew ahead of time they were coming, and yet she did nothing about it. It's like Dr. Manhattan. That is a solid Watchmen joke. Dr. Manhattan, yes, thank you. Dr. Manhattan knows what's going to happen, but it's impossible to prevent it because it's what happened. And that's what happened with my nuts. And it just keeps going. And I don't spend a lot of time down there, and I'm starting to wonder, how big are these things? I might have something going on down there that I was not aware of. And finally, I am a bruised and bloodied and broken mass. And she said, all right, one more. This one's really gonna hurt. It hurt so much. There will never be hair there again. But then it's over. I'm done. Then I forgot, oh yeah, that's right, signed up for the butt crack. I don't even know if my butt crack is hairy. I can't see it. I don't have stretch powers. I got nothing. So I'm just taking it on faith that at my age, probably it is. Who's to say? So then I figured, well, at least this will be easy. I don't have to butterfly anymore. I can just roll over on my tummy, bliss out. She'll be doing something back there, but I can get on my phone and look up Elden Ring's hints and strategies. By the way, Elden Ring, I don't know if any of you are video game people here. It's not a game to play if you're 45 years old. Your reflexes turn to dust. And it's a game that is supposedly very big and cost me $60, but everything I eat kills me instantly. Hey, a dog! Oh God! Yes, I know obviously the man who's made of lava that's chasing me is going to kill me, but also a bat bumped into me. Look, if anybody's got Elden Ring hints and strategies, or maybe I just chose the wrong class, I'm an astronomer, I don't know if that's right, anybody get at me, we'll talk Elden Ring later. But you don't get to do that when they're waxing your splitter. Instead, you lay on your back and pull your knees up to your chest and sort of like tilt towards them, which is the position you would do if you were planning to kick somebody really hard in the face. Like, I'm going to rear back and get some power going. And like, I can hold this pose as long as nobody does anything surprising, like tear hairs out of my butthole. I was so worried for this woman's health. But it's finally over. It's like, all right, fine, look at these. You can eat off these things. And then I'm at the desk and I'm paid. And they hand me a child's pink glove. And the woman at the desk says, you'll need this when you shower. And I just accepted that. I just, oh, okay. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, no, the child's pink glove, of course. I put that in my pocket. And it's not at all weird. And I was just walking around with this glove in my pocket going, yeah, obviously I got it. Thank God I got the pink glove. It's going to be real hard to shower without that thing. So, this was a Friday. Next time I showered was at the gym on Saturday. And I know, you're looking at me going, oh my God, of course, obviously you were at the gym. Look at you. What are your gains, bro, is what you're saying. And, so that, I'm headed to the shower. Oh yeah, I need my child's pink glove. And I'm in the shower with my glove, water's on, and all of a sudden I realize, I have no idea what this is for. Do I put it on and gently bat at myself? Do I tuck them into the glove like some sort of Howie Mandel bit? I'm just standing there with it going, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm washing wrong. I've lived this long. I don't know how to clean my genitals. So it's fine. I'll just put the glove over the shower rod next to my towel and just do my business normally. And if a situation comes up, like, boy, I could use a small pink glove right now, I will know. I'll be ready. And that situation didn't come up. I said, okay, fine, clean. I guess I don't know what the big deal was. And then the way the gym is set up, you have to kind of scoot across the hallway from the shower to the little changing stall. And I am carrying my child's pink glove with me because leaving it behind is obviously the worst thing I can do. And if any of you are fellows who've been in a locker room, you know we're all just trying not to make eye contact with anything. We're all just doing our own business. We're not looking at anything. Somehow, in the 6 steps it took me Every single person in that room had clocked me with my child's pink glove in hand. And everybody was staring because they knew at some point they were going to have to describe this to a police sketch artist. All that, and nobody saw my balls the whole time. Waste of time, it was a waste of wax, it was sad. I wish I had a joke to close on, but that's what happens when you tell a true story instead of writing a thing. So obviously it was the gym's fault for not doing something funny when I walked across the room. I guess what I'm here to say is gyms are bad. Also, if anybody wants to talk about Elden Ring, I'm here.
And it's weird having the last name with something I do not do well. But I'm lucky because my husband Andrew is British, so he's cool with it. Yeah. He's like, it's all right, Kim. It's not like I've ever tasted good food. And you might be thinking, that's not exactly the best British accent I've ever heard, but that's how he sounds. Yeah. Kind of like he just walked off the Broadway play Oliver, like, thank you, sir, can I have some more? And that's what he says after sex. He calls me sir because I made him. You want to know what he says during sex? The British are coming! The British are coming! I'll just get dirty around today. So you guys, something kind of scary happened when I got on the scale yesterday. And it's not because I live in the Midwest and it's cold and I eat my feelings. No. I got on the scale and it said 66.6. Yeah, I weighed Mark of the Beast. Yeah. Apparently it got changed from pounds to kilograms. I blame it being married to a Brit. But like weighing 66.6, I didn't know whether to exercise or have an exorcism. You know, it was kind of weird. But if I do see anybody grabbing a calculator to figure out the conversion, just remember I will steal your soul. So you guys, I just became a Michigander a month ago. Yeah. I moved here from Chicago. See what's happening? But really, I lived in Dallas, Texas for over 30 years. And it's funny because there's this perception that people in the South are so darn nice. And I'm here to tell you, no, not Southern women. They're like ninjas of the passive-aggressive reverse compliment. Yeah. My former coworker, Carol Ann, said this to me. She's like, well, Kim, isn't that just an outfit and a half? You are not a Brady's color, are you? I could pull that off, but good for you. Yeah. Then when she thought I was safely out of earshot, I heard, have you seen Kim today? She just looks like 20 ounces sausage stuffed in 6 ounces of fuchsia casein. Bless her heart. And I was like, hey, Carol Ann, chemicals are not soundproof. She's what I like to refer to as a Southern fried bitch. So I told you guys that I'm married, and I met my husband through our mutual friend Mark Zuckerberg. We met through Facebook, and it's weird because Andrew was still living in England when he started chatting me up, and after a few weeks he decided to fly to America. It's like, I want to make sure what we have is real, and you're not just fish and chipping me. Met catfishing. But the day we met, I felt so blessed. He didn't serial kill me. Seriously, like, he didn't chop me up into a bunch of tiny pieces and throw me in a shepherd's pie. Because I don't know if you've had British food, but they will throw anything in a pie. Yeah. It worked out, obviously, because I'm here to tell you guys about it. And we got engaged after only 2 months. No, I wasn't pregnant. No. It's a good guess, though. But it was such a sweet proposal. He got down on one knee and he looked me right in the eyes and said, it's quite expensive flying across the Atlantic for a bit, the old rugby puppy. I'm sitting my wife, and I'm like, oh, I turned that down, right? And fun fact, that's the exact same way Prince Harry proposed to Meghan Markle. Yeah. A little royal rugby puppy. But is he still technically considered a royal? Do we know? I don't know. I think I'll start referring him to as the artist formerly known as Prince Harry. Better, but so my dad is not so happy about this quick engagement. He's like, come on now, Kim, a green card marriage? Yeah. All my dad thought I had to offer a man with citizenship. I'm like, yeah, boxes. It's like an untapped resource of exotic men. Yeah. And men are a lot easier to pick up once their work visa expires. You guys are welcome for that hot tip. My dad was also upset because he realized this meant I never listened to his rule number 1 growing up as a child. And that was, Kimmy, do not stick foreign objects in your mouth. Or anywhere else, yeah. Very wise words. But we just celebrated, Andrew and I celebrated our 11-year anniversary last Tuesday. Married 11 years and we don't have any children. And you want to know what's weird about being married and not having any children? Nothing! What's weird is the questions I get about not having children. Like my friend Melanie has a litter. Yeah. And she's always asking me like, who's gonna take care of you when you're older? And I said, listen up, Melanie, 2 words. Cabana boy. Yeah. Someone once told me having children is not all that it's cracked up to be, and that person was my father. And I'm his only child, so that makes sense. But although I don't have any human children, I don't know, I put that in quotes, human, anyway. Although I don't have any children, I do have a couple of fur babies, and I'm also that annoying woman that says fur babies, yeah. I have a bumper sticker that says, my kids have paws. Which, it's weird because I don't have a car, but that's okay. But one of our dogs is a Cocker Spaniel named Wrigley, which I'm so glad we moved from Chicago because having a dog named Wrigley in Chicago is about as basic bitch of a dog name that you can get. But in my defense, I named him when we were living in Dallas. And then Wrigley does also drink a lot of pumpkin spice lattes in his Ugg boots, so he is kind of a basic bitch. But so Wrigley, it's weird, he loves to sleep like smack dab between my husband and I at night, so I don't know if that makes him a blocker spaniel, a cock blocker spaniel, or maybe just a cocker blocker, I don't know. I think he's still pissed at my husband for taking him to the vet to get his manhood clipped. I think he's like, I'm not getting any no penis. No British are coming, not on my watch. But it is kind of weird because Wrigley has walked in on us a couple times doing the deed and he just kind of stares there. So would that make him a cocker spaniel? I don't know. You guys, so I'm gonna leave you tonight with this. My dad has this weird obsession with social media. He asks me about it every single time we talk. He's like, okay, Kim, tell me again. Should I get on the Snatch Chat? No. I was like, Dad, please be quiet, we're in church. No. It's called Snapchat. Although I did used to find his dirty magazines when I was little and something tells me he might be into Snapchat. Then he's like, should I get on one of those senior dating websites and can I get a virus from it? It's like, oh, horny baby boomers plus technology, 100%, okay? And the conversation took a turn I was not prepared for. He's like, I don't want to embarrass your mother, but she booty called me. And my parents have been divorced for over 30 years. I'm like, Dad, don't you mean that mom butt dialed you? He's like, oh, I get this confused. Booty call is how you were conceived, yeah. So you'd be happy to know my dad did get on one of those senior dating websites. I think it was called Silver Singles, although he kept insisting it was called Grandma Grinder. Senior Snapchat. The weird thing is it's the same one my mom was on, so apparently he booty called her. She gave him a virus and they gave me 10 more years of therapy. That's my time. Thank you.
I have a question for the ladies in the room. I'm very concerned about a trend that I'm seeing. It seems like all ladies want is like this deep cut V out of the guys, you know? Like the guys that work out, they got those abs, you know, pecs go down to the abs, you know, point right down to where it matters. Deep cut V. What's wrong with a nice loose U? Or maybe a more tucked O, you know? Maybe give us vowels some love once in a while. It's an alphabet joke for you guys. It's my first time coming back here to Sunday Night Funnies in a while. Something happened. I don't know what happened, but COVID's been wild, guys. I worked in healthcare, my wife works in healthcare. There's another great healthcare worker in this room that I was told I was supposed to give a shout out to. Is Lisa Cobb here? She is. Hi, Lisa. My wife says hello and she loves you. And you guys, I'm a pharmacist, so I just sat behind a desk the entire time. But my wife was a nurse on the front lines. Lisa was a nurse's aide on the front lines. So how about we give these people a hand of applause? They worked their asses off, they got spit at, they got punched, yelled at, all kinds of shitty stuff. So, but COVID's not over, right? You gotta keep washing your hands, being careful. Wash your hands. But keep licking assholes, because you'll never get sick from that, right, guys? People won't eat romaine lettuce because they might get E. coli if they're out there sticking their tongues in assholes. You know, it's the same thing, right? Shit. You like my new hat? Yeah. I got it because it supports my gradual transition into cowboy, because I watch Yellowstone. Such a great show, and I'm a sucker for a good show, right? I'll sit and binge the whole time. Next on Black Stetson, maybe a horse, I don't know. Last time I did this with a show, it was Breaking Bad, and I tried meth, so what the fuck? Go all in. It's not COVID, I tested negative before I came here, I just feel like shit. Have you guys ever been sitting privately in a room, just nice and quiet, and your wife walks in and says, ugh, did you fart? Of course I farted, I was sitting alone in the room. You were like on the other side of the house, what the hell? Why'd you come in here? It's good though, you gotta get those out. Guys gotta get farts out. They'll make you dizzy. That's what my 5-year-old son told me once. He's like, I got a fart, it'll make me dizzy. It's true though, I had to look it up. It'll make you dizzy. Did you know that there was a lady in Brazil, she was a singer, and she didn't fart for an entire weekend because she was out on a date with a guy, and she ended up hospitalized. Crazy shit. The lady in Ireland didn't fart for 2 weeks and her appendix burst. Us guys are smart, we let them out. We're controlling healthcare costs. That's why we have to do it. I went on vacation recently. First time since COVID, anybody traveled recently? Wild. Absolutely wild. We got to the airport, we put our mask on, mask on the plane. We got off the plane in Florida, no more masks at all. We go down to the baggage claim and it looked like the Gettysburg of masks, man. There's just dead soldiers everywhere. It was people ripping them off. We went to Disney World, that was fun. My son had never been on the Hall of Presidents before, so we decided to take him on that ride. And this is just a social experiment for me at this point. I'm like, okay, let's see how many boos, how many cheers we get, what's going to happen. So I'm just waiting for him to call Trump's name. And there were no real cheers, no boos. They called Biden's name. No, let's go Brandon's. Everybody was pretty sensible. It was nice. I just wonder, who would have been better, like actual robot Trump or the actual Trump president, It's a question. It's wild if you go down there, and I'll show you a picture, I have it on my phone. The animatronic of Trump is basically Hillary Clinton with a Trump wig on. It's wild. Disney called that one too early. Robot Biden, regular Biden, pretty much the same, right? Green New Deal, Green New Deal. Putin sucks. Just bending over in the front row sniffing kids' heads. That's what he does. Disney's corrupting our children, that's what Fox News says. That's great. Let's see what else do I have on my note. Anybody got kids in drama? 15, this is wild. When I went through driver's ed, you know, we did a few classes, hung out in the car with a pedophile for a couple hours, and we were good to go. That's how it worked. Now I have to take 2 classes. Like the first one, $500. Wasn't expecting that. Second one, $250. Not expecting that either. But you know what's worse? I gotta spend 50 hours in the car with that dipshit between classes. 50 hours, and this idiot doesn't know where he's going. I asked him to drive home from the mall the other day, and he drove through a goddamn construction zone. You see a sign, you stop. Oh, it's painful. When I was a kid, we had nothing to do, you know, stare out the windows, you know where you're going. Apparently, when you have your kids play video games and watch movies in the back of the car, so they shut the fuck up, they don't learn anything. You guys, thanks for the tolerance with my voice tonight. I wasn't sure how this was going to go tonight, but I appreciate it. Over the pandemic, my wife wanted a hot tub, as did everybody in America, you know, so it was wild. I didn't think I would ever be hot tub people, right? I didn't think I would be. I always kind of saw hot tub people as like those weirdo hippies, you know, little promiscuous, maybe swingers, you know, free-spirited. But she broke me down, and we got one. And honestly, I'm really starting to enjoy the hot tub lifestyle. It's kind of nice. The other night we were sitting out there, you know, naked with another couple. You know, my wife. Just kidding. My wife and I are not swingers. You guys might be, good for you. That's awesome, but we are not. We're also pretty hammered. You know, sitting in this hot tub thinking, man, I gotta go to the bathroom. So I stand up and my wife just starts laughing and says, you can't make it that far. Oh, cool, thanks. She didn't want me to pee in the hot tub because she didn't want to fuck up the pH, so I put my foot on the edge of the hot tub, you know, relieve myself. I'm feeling great, feeling a lot better. Until the moment that I looked up and connected eyes with my neighbor across the front. I gave him a couple hip thrusts, you know, just exert my dominance a little bit. Let him know who's boss, right? Dude needs to get some curtains, man. Stop staring at the dick. Seems like more of a him problem than a me problem. We're hot tub people now. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Thank you very much.